For this assignment, I spoke with Representative Ed Canaday, who was elected to the House of Representatives in 2007. Representative Canaday serves District 15, which represents Haskell, LaFleur, McIntosh, Muskogee, Pittsburgh, and Sequoyah counties. House Bill 2351 is the Common Sense Zero Tolerance Act. It would have stopped schools from punishing students for pretending partially eaten food, writing utensils, building blocks, fingers, etc. are weapons, wearing clothing that supports Second Amendment rights, possession of a toy weapon 5 inches or less in size, making shooting sounds, and drawing pictures of weapons. Representative Canaday mentioned this bill was mainly designed to satisfy the more fanatical element of the Second Amendment advocates and incorporate their concerns in our public schools. He said this bill did not go anywhere because it would not be enforceable. He also said that the idea that the school is a place where students can act out their fascination with weapons as a means of threatening another student is beyond rational and is a pro-bullying bill. House Bill 2771 was a request to delay or modify the portion of the state-based accountability on the A to F school grading system. Representative Canaday said that this was a good idea since we have not been able to effectively implement both the qualitative and quantitative aspects of the A to F grading system. He said this bill did not get a hearing in part because the TLE Commission, on which he serves, could not arrive at an effective way of evaluating student academic growth based on a teacher's impact. Senate Bill 1345 wanted to set forth a system that would allow schools to use fines and community service for behavior interventions as opposed to out-of-school and in-school suspensions. Representative Canaday said that the idea of this bill was very interesting. He said that the author of this bill must love to read Western novels where the law of the West was direct and immediate. He said this would be a lawsuit waiting to happen had it ever made it into actual law. Representative Canaday then discussed a bill that he had authored. House Bill 2408 would provide a fourth option of leaving a student's cohort status in public schools, in addition to death, immigration, or transferring to a degree-offering institution. The fourth option was to have a parent sign a document that the student would be prepared to enter a higher education institution through homeschool programs. The bill passed out of committee on a 15-2 vote, and then passed out of the House on a 94-0 vote, but died in the Senate without even being heard. He said he is now placing it on a House bill as an untimely filed amendment, with hopes it gets to the Senate that way. In closing, Representative Canaday said not to feel too bad that none of the bills that I had mentioned were even heard in committee, because there is an average of 3,000 to 4,000 bills filed each year, and of those, only 500 to 700 are considered in committee, and only about 200 actually make it to both chambers. A process, he says, is a very trying business.